back to work you go, back to breaking your back. It doesn't mean that you failed. It doesn't mean that I failed. And that was something that I had to work through mentally, was knowing I did not fail. Hey, lovelies, let's do our makeup and have a bit of a girl chat, okay? So skincare is already done. I already did my eyebrows. I used the brow laminating gel from e.l.f. and I already prepped my skin with the Milk Hydro Grip and the Danessa Myricks Universal Blurring Balm. I don't want to talk too much about what I'm doing. I'll show you guys in the process, but I kind of want to just have a bit of a girl chat and just talk about how life has been going for me these past 2 months. Where do we even begin? So I hope you are either doing your makeup with me or eating some popcorn, eating a snack, drink a little bit of a poppy or some water. Don't just have this girl chat and not be doing something. We got to be doing something, even if you're on a treadmill or you're going for a walk. Like, we got to be doing something together. But my lovelies, it's been absolutely crazy. You know, I was a stay-at-home mom for about 1.5 years, and things just kind of took a bit of a turn. If you've been keeping up on my journey of motherhood and where I'm at mentally, I already was in the headspace of finding a job, something that I can just have my own. I was on that journey way before life took its turn. But if you aren't catching up with me on my vlogs, then you don't know what happened. But my husband lost his job. So he lost his job at the end of May, and we kind of had a feeling that it was coming. He is in the tech space world, and there's been just crazy layoffs and things happening with people that are in tech, especially if you are doing like project management. We have already been in a place where financially it hasn't been the best. Like, I don't think I need to hide that or shy away from it or be sad about. Life is different for us. Like, we are no longer just a married couple with 1 kid. We have 3 babies now. Things are expensive. Insurance is expensive. Keeping up with our kiddos, making sure they have everything that they need. They are involved in school. It's a lot. It just hasn't been the best season for us financially like it was a couple of years ago. So it has made it a little bit harder for us to be able to kind of do the things that we're normally used to doing. Now that we have 3 kids, it's gotten a lot harder, and we need help, but we need money in order to get the help. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is the MPH foundation. I don't remember. I think it's Mary Phillips. I used it a couple times. I got like a tester from Sephora and I absolutely loved it and was like, yeah, I have to get it. But it's interesting because the color match was an olive color, and I've never been matched olive before. I've always been matched golden and neutral, but this ends up working out pretty nicely once I do everything all together. So I'm a multi-pigmented mama, okay? So we have been like, look at that match. That, like, am I an olive girl? Like, stop. My husband ended up losing his job, and it was really difficult because he was the only one working, and us being on 1 income, and he's the one that had the insurance. I had to think, okay, what is the quickest way I can get back into work that is going to give us the insurance that we need? In the past, for a couple of years, I did do tech as well. I did project management, Scrum Master as well. And I stopped because I had got laid off. I was working for Hanes brand, and I ended up getting laid off in 2024, right before I had my baby girl. They had to recover financially themselves from having a hacker into the system that took a lot of their money. So I didn't really like the field anyways. I didn't really like being a Scrum Master. And before I got into being a Scrum Master, I was a respiratory therapist, and I did that for 7 years. So I thought, you know what? That's the quickest way that I'm going to be able to get into work and get insurance for my kids. So I renewed my license and I applied. I remember that Friday I applied, and by Monday I had interview, and then Wednesday I was hired. Like, it was that fast. But that position that I got hired for was PRN. It wasn't a full-time position, so I had to still keep looking for something that was full-time. And by the end of the week, I got an interview for a full-time position, and after like a week or so, they ended up hiring me. So I thought, I'm just gonna keep both. I'm gonna just keep both, because the PRN I only have to work once a week, and that's a night shift. The full-time is a day shift position, thank God. So I am now working 2 jobs. 1 night shift, 1 day shift. And as you know, working bedside, it's 12 hours. So you guys can already tell how tired I am. I don't know if you guys could see by like just how I looked in the beginning of the video, but your girl's tired. Your girl is tired. I've been working nonstop. I haven't been able to see a lot of my friends, and that's also why I have not been posting videos. So that is why you guys haven't seen me. It's because I am literally working, and I'm working nonstop. My husband is still looking for a job. We had some tractions, and then it stopped. We've had interviews, but nothing landing. I love this blush. It's just so pink. I love pink. Any hues of pink just makes me so happy. It makes me feel so alive. Anyways, I think I need a little bit more. I am also realizing that this is not something that I can do long term. Doing bedside, where I'm close to death and close to different things that can just mess with your psyche. I have been studying for something else, and I don't feel confident to talk about that right now, okay? I'm sorry, guys. I'm transparent, but there's some things that I'm just gonna hold off. But I am studying for something else that would be able to allow me to be able to work from home and make more money. So that is what I'm gonna do. I think let me apply my concealer real quickly, and then as it dries down, we'll continue our conversation. Usually I will use my fan and then blow it dry, but since we're having a conversation, maybe we can talk a little bit, and then I will, let's just talk a little bit. I think once you've tasted a remote work life before, I think naturally your body will just kind of crave that. Your mind would naturally just kind of crave to be in that environment again, because the work-life balance that you're able to have when you're able to work remote. And so with that being said, just know that your girl's not going to be doing this 12-hour bed shift life for long, okay? It's nice that I have it in my back pocket in case something happens, I have it to fall back on. But I am a mother now. I have 3 kids that really need me, and I don't know how to keep working like this and not being able to be as present with my kids. I thank God for the husband that I have, because he is taking care of everything, and he is grateful and happy to do so. Of course, obviously, him not working comes with his own thoughts and discoveries about himself as a man. There's a lot of discourse online when it comes down to your man has to X, Y, and Z, your man has to da 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 da. Like, if he's not doing this, da da da. Like, you need to know the qualities of the man that you're with, okay? Because life is not always going to be on high. I saw this post once that was just talking about how a man should always be the one to provide, and it's not up to the women. And yes and no. Okay, yes and no. I grew up in a household where my dad was the breadwinner of the family for a long time, and life hit. Okay, he got laid off. Everything was left to my mom. My dad, he tried his hardest to find work year after year after year, and because of his age, they wouldn't hire him because they didn't think he was gonna be able to work there for a really long time. And so my mom, for a really long time, had to become the breadwinner of the family and had to kind of hold us up together. I think because I was raised understanding that life happens, struggles happen, you may not always be here. I think I understood how to kind of be an understanding wife and know when I need to step in. You know, obviously know the partner that you marry, okay? You obviously don't want to be with someone who is very lackadaisical. They don't want to drive, to push, to, you know, better themselves, because when you get married to someone, you guys end up becoming one. And if they have a personality like that, it's going to, you know, deter you from being able to level up yourself and to be able to level up your household. And that's not what we want, okay? So, but just understand and know the times that you're in. And this time that I am with my family is like, okay, let me step in and do everything I can to hold us together until my husband's able to get what he needs to get and be able to give me the time to really be able to sit back, relax, soften up again, and to dive into the fields that I want to get into. Life is going to throw you lemons and you find ways to make lemonade, okay? Or they say life will give you pepper, so find a way to make pepper soup, okay? Just to get back to everything I talked about before, I'm craving to be back in the working from home environment because I have not been able to really see my kids. I go to work before they wake up and I come back home when they are in bed. So we are changing their nighttime routine a bit so that I can be able to still see them when I come back home. I do enjoy my off days, but I feel like my off days are so short. It's like, oh, hold on, what's going on? Like, by the time I'm like re-energized, it's like, okay, back to work you go, back to breaking your back, you know. I am working on trying to still be disciplined and motivated to do other things, trying to stay motivated to hang out with the kiddos even when I am exhausted and I'm tired, and still be able to, you know, enjoy my husband even when I'm exhausted. So it's just a lot, but I thank God for his helping hands through it all. And I know that our situation is not going to last forever and we will be where we were before, but like 10 times better, okay? Like, I was not recording, you guys. I was talking. That is insane. Like, I'm not happy about that because I was talking and talking and talking. So I have to bring it back. Oh my God. Just bear with me, okay? Now that I did it the first time, maybe it'll go quicker. Anyways, so this brand, Kofi, they sent me a lipstick and a lip stain, and a lip liner. And the lip liner that I got was called Jan, and the lip stain that I got was in the shade Caramel. Okay, so I basically was saying that they reached out to me on the app Shop My, and I talk about Shop My all of the time. If you're not new here, then you already know. But if you're new here, I would suggest watching my video where I talked about glowing up on a budget, and then some of my vlogs as well, I talk about it, but Shop My. So basically what I did was I just lined my lips, and I absolutely love this lip liner because it is so smooth and it's so deep in the color. And so I love using a very deep brown lip liner because my lips are naturally dark. So it just blends in really nicely. And then I used my Tressa Q lipstick in the shade Pacific Peony, and I put that right in the center. And then I took this caramel color and I added it right on top. So the reason why I put that lip color on before I put on this lip color is because my lips are naturally dark. So I actually want to see the color of this lip stain, because if I put it on top of my natural lip, I'm not going to really be able to see much of the pigment of this lip stain. So I put on that lighter shade so that I can be able to see the actual caramel color. So that's how it looks like. And something else I didn't show you guys was I'm so sad. But I was trying to show you guys also what I use to set my face. I opened this up finally. If you watch my videos, because you watch my videos from my vlogs, then you know that I got this, my very first PR package from L'Oreal, and I was literally in tears. So I wanted to actually use it on camera with you guys, and that just did not film. So we gotta just do a little spray just for funsies. I'll let you guys know how that holds up. But anyways, you guys know that I don't like to just get on here and yap and not share with you guys some of the nuggets and some of the things that I am learning. So I will be completely honest with you guys. Going back into work, I felt embarrassed. Not embarrassed because of the fact that I was going back into work, but the kind of work that I was getting back into. Because when I left respiratory, I swore that I was never going to get back to respiratory. I swore up and down, I will never step back foot in a hospital setting, work bedside. I would never do it again. And it's nothing against my patients, taking care of them, making sure that they survive. Now, I got into respiratory because I wanted to become a doctor. I wanted to become a pediatric doctor. But then I decided I don't think I want to become a doctor anymore. So having to fall back on this degree and fall back on this skill was something that I did feel embarrassed by, because I felt like I failed. I started comparing myself to my friends who started off with nursing and now they are growing in their nursing field, because with nursing, there's so many different avenues that you can get into if you no longer want to do bedside. That opportunity isn't really there for respiratory. So I always encourage people, if you don't see yourself working bedside for the rest of your life, I don't recommend you becoming a respiratory therapist, because it literally just stops and caps there. Only thing really that's next that you can do is become a director in the hospital for your department for respiratory, which is so weird because respiratory is clinical, and I don't ever get it, but that's okay nonetheless. I was comparing myself. Pretty much me and my friends all started working around the same time, and I was the first one to start working from home. I was the first one to pivot into tech. They were working bedside, and then now they're gradually building themselves up to where they're able to work from home with more of an increased pay. And so I started comparing myself to my friends and where I'm at with where they're at. And that's not fair. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to them. Everyone's life is different. My life is different. And I had to realize that sometimes we just have to make decisions that we never thought we were going to have to make. Sometimes we're just going to have to make decisions that are going to require us to pivot and to fall back on something that was sustainable at one point. It doesn't mean that you failed. It doesn't mean that I failed. And that was something that I had to work through mentally, was knowing I did not fail. I am doing what I need to do in this season that is necessary for the life of my family and myself. And that weighs a lot. Going through this life detour does not mean that I'm at a dead end. Did not mean that I was no longer going to make it to the destination that I've always saw and envisioned for myself. I just had to take a little bit of a detour along the way. So if you're in a season where life just does not look like what you've planned, I want to encourage you not to lose hope, and just stay focused on your own lane. Don't be discouraged by seeing other people's lives. Focus on your own lane and focus on where you know you need to get to. So yes, my loves, that's just where I've been, what's been going on for me these past couple of months. And I don't really know how long this season is gonna last. And that's one thing that is very scary sometimes, is not knowing how long a season is gonna last before you're able to get to your next destination. But even though you may not know how long something is gonna take in order for things to shift, stay focused on the fact that you are making strides for change. If you're staying dedicated, motivated, and disciplined, there's no way you aren't going to get to where you want to be eventually. It's just going to take time. And if you have kids like me, it might take a little bit longer, but you will always make it to the destination when you need to be there, okay? So I am excited and I'm thankful to do this alongside with you guys. I just feel like, you know, I may not know how things are gonna look like, but being able to document like, hey, this is where I'm at right now. Hey guys, this is what's happening. I'm gonna be able to go back, look through it, and just see how God was working even in the midst of all of this. So thank you guys for sticking along. I hope that you guys liked, oh, hold on. I hope that you guys liked this makeup look. And I mean, I'm loving it. This foundation, I have not found a foundation that I loved. Outside of Danessa Myricks, I've never found a foundation that I just absolutely loved. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this update, and I hope that it makes sense as to why you guys haven't seen me as frequently. And please bear with me because I don't know what my posting schedule is going to be looking like, but I will make sure that I just drop some things here and there for you guys to let you guys know that I'm still thinking about you guys. I love y'all. And oh my gosh, you guys, I can't end the video without saying we reached 300 subscribers. Like, what? That is so crazy. I'm coming up to a year on this channel. And so I'm really grateful and thankful that you guys subscribed. I'm really happy that my videos are resonating with you guys. I pray that as you guys come on this channel and that you watch a video, that you will not just leave just who you were, that you would have left feeling encouraged, inspired, edified, worth it. I pray that it motivates you. That's what I always want when people leave my channel, is to feel so edified and motivated to become who they know that they're meant to be, despite the roles and the responsibilities of being a mom, a wife, a colleague, a friend, a sister, all of the things. So if you did enjoy this video and this is your first time here, welcome. I am Beverly Nina, and we do have a lot of fun here. So I would love for you to join the family by clicking the subscribe button and liking this video. Thank you so much for watching everything to the end, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Until then, remember that you are loved, beautiful, treasured, and you're valued. Adios. Mwah.